Sergeant Jason Rourke never imagined his military career would take him to the far reaches of the galaxy, let alone into the personal protection detail of two alien noble women. Yet here he was, standing at attention in the grand halls of House Val'Sharah on the oceanic world of Tyl'ara Prime, staring down two of the most breathtakingly strange women he had ever seen. The twins, Tyl'ara and Syl'ara, were members of the Wyloni, a species known for their tall, willowy frames, opalescent blue skin, and luminous silver eyes. Their hair, a cascade of soft tendrils, shimmered between shades of violet and deep azure as they moved. Identical in every way, they regarded him with curiosity, amusement, and a touch of challenge. "We expected someone different," Tyl'ara murmured, her voice like the soft chime of crystal. "He is certainly different," Syl'ara added, stepping closer. "A human soldier, granted, a decorated one, but still, a human." Rourke didn't flinch under their scrutiny. "I was told you needed the best." "I'm the best." Their father, High Chancellor Val'Sharah, a man of imperious bearing and four symmetrically arranged eyes, nodded. "That is why we hired you, Sergeant. My daughters are targeted by unseen enemies, and they require a protector who can withstand both political and physical threats." Rourke accepted the job with a curt nod. He had survived countless deployments, fought in wars humanity had no business being in, and walked away each time. Babysitting a pair of aristocratic aliens would be easy money, until it wasn't. The first attack came 2 nights later. Rourke had just completed his routine security sweep of the twin princesses' quarters when an explosion rocked the estate. The windows shattered, and the ornate security doors buckled under the force of the blast. Rourke reacted instantly, pulling the twins to the floor and shielding them with his body as a second explosion tore through the opposite end of the corridor. Syl'ara gasped beneath him. "What was that?" "Assassins." Rourke's voice was calm, professional, though his mind was already racing. "We move. Now." The estate's automated defenses kicked in, filling the air with the electric hum of energy shields activating. But Rourke didn't trust automated defenses. He trusted his instincts, his rifle, and his own 2 hands. Guiding the twins through the chaos, he engaged the would-be assassins, shrouded figures wielding plasma blades and silenced energy pistols. Rourke put them down with ruthless efficiency, his human reflexes and training proving superior to their speed. By the time he secured the escape tunnel beneath the estate, both Tyl'ara and Syl'ara were looking at him with newfound respect. "You saved us," Tyl'ara whispered, clutching his arm. "That's my job," he grunted, scanning for further threats. Syl'ara's silver eyes gleamed. "Perhaps we underestimated you." In the weeks that followed, Rourke's presence became more than just a necessity, it became integral. He wasn't just their bodyguard, he was their confidant, their shield, and soon, something more. The twins were not like human women, but they weren't entirely alien either. Their laughter was intoxicating, their intelligence sharp, their beauty undeniable. Their bond with each other was deep, a connection Rourke found himself drawn into more and more each day. The night that changed everything was during a festival celebrating the twin moons of Tyl'ara Prime. Rourke, clad in ceremonial armor, accompanied them to the palace balcony overlooking the glowing ocean. The air was thick with the scent of alien blossoms and the hum of distant music. Syl'ara leaned against him, her body warm despite the cool night air. "You never let your guard down, do you?" Rourke smirked. "That's what keeps you alive." Tyl'ara, standing before him, reached out, tracing the scar on his jaw. "But who keeps you alive, Jason?" He opened his mouth to respond, but she silenced him with a kiss. Soft, strange, but not unwelcome. Before he could fully process it, Syl'ara joined in, their connection so deep that it felt natural for them to share even this moment. Rourke was a soldier, disciplined and trained to control himself, but he was still human. He had fought for so long, always moving forward, never stopping. And here, in this alien world, between two women unlike any he had ever known, he found something he never realized he needed. Belonging. The second attack was more precise, more brutal. A traitor within House Tyl'ara let the assassins in. This time, they weren't just after the twins, they were after him. Rourke woke to the sound of combat, his instincts flaring as he grabbed his sidearm and rolled out of bed. The assassins had already breached the room, their plasma blades slicing through the silk canopy of the twins' shared bed. Tyl'ara and Syl'ara were awake, fighting back with honed reflexes and twin telepathic coordination, but they were no warriors. Rourke was. He fired without hesitation, each shot precise, each kill swift. Blood, alien and human, splattered the once pristine walls. One assassin managed to close the distance, slashing at Rourke's shoulder. Pain flared, but he didn't let it slow him. He disarmed the attacker, breaking their wrist before snapping their neck with brutal efficiency. When the chaos settled, he turned to find the twins staring at him, breathing hard, their hands still clutching each other. Tyl'ara whispered, "They were after you." Syl'ara touched his wound, concern flickering in her silver eyes. "Because you protect us." Rourke exhaled sharply. "Because I love you." The words slipped out before he could stop them, but they felt right. The twins didn't recoil. Instead, they stepped forward as one, wrapping themselves around him. "And we love you, Jason," Tyl'ara murmured. "You are ours," Syl'ara affirmed. "And we are yours." The traitor was revealed to be a rival noble seeking to destabilize House Tyl'ara. Rourke led the counterattack personally, ensuring the enemy paid for their treachery in blood. By the time the dust settled, the threat was eliminated, and the twins were safe. When the High Chancellor learned of the growing bond between his daughters and their human protector, he did not react with anger, as Rourke had expected. Instead, he merely observed them for a long moment before nodding in approval. "You have given them what no warrior of our own kind could," he said. "Loyalty beyond duty. Love beyond obligation." Rourke only nodded, his hands resting on the small of the twins' backs. "Then stay," the Chancellor commanded. Not as their protector, but as their mate. Years later, stories were still told of the human soldier who became the heart of the Wyloni royal house. How he stood against the darkness, not just as a warrior, but as a man who loved fiercely, without hesitation. And how, against all odds, he found his home not on Earth, but in the arms of the twin alien women he swore to protect. And who, in turn, protected his heart for the rest of his days.